Hey, Dustin, Pancheri, SnowTech magazine. Today is ride day 3 on the 2019 Polaris 800 RMK. This is the 163 2.6 track. We've got around 125 miles on the sled now. I just kind of talked through a little bit more of the braking from the last time we rode, the last video we did. So the sled has definitely continued to break in. It's freed up quite a bit more than the last ride. We kept gaining RPM. Even on a big steep hill, even clear up to 9,500 feet, we're still seeing 83, 8,400 RPM sometimes. And so we went ahead and added a couple more grams to the SLP weights, and it's still pulling 82 to 83. So we know that this motor has continued to free up. We just got to the 10-hour mark, so that means it's completely out of any braking mode at all. I had said previously that we thought the sled might be a little bit over clutched, and I kind of maybe need to retract that just a little bit, because now that we've got 125 miles on it, it seems to be pulling really, really hard, and I'm not so sure it wouldn't pull the stock 68. So we may throw those back in and just see what it'll do. We had a couple of them up here with us today where they're just completely bone stock with the stock weights, and they would pull about 81, 8150. But what's interesting is that even at 8150 versus this sled at 83, it still pulled really hard. You know, we ran them side by side. We swapped drivers a little bit. And the sled just has a really wide power band. From that 7950, 8,000 mark all the way up to that 83, 84, there's just really not a bad spot. It recovers quick, it backshifts quick. So it's got a really wide window for clutching. So we'll continue to play around with it a little bit. We're going to put a few more miles just, now that we're out of full braking mode to see what it's going to do. But as far as being over clutched, in the braking mode, it feels that way a little bit, but I'm not so sure that's the case. Of course, it's altitude dependent. I want to make sure we talk about that. The guys that are riding 10,000 plus, they're going to have to drop weights. Some of the guys that are riding 8,000 plus, that's yet to be determined. So stay tuned.